I just realized I was about to go to Wawa in my slippers. Oh, is it 4:44 or is it 4:47? Not sure. I should probably get shoes. This is another one of my weird in the dark videos where you can barely see me in the car. Hi, I'm Mare, and I am really turning into NiteMare Bliss lately. Every morning I've been waking up at 3:15 in the morning. Like, and it's very specific. It's like 3:14 pie. It's time for pie. Get it? 3:14, 3:15, sometimes 3:30. And I won't be, by the way, I'm in the Jeep and I am doing a quick car vlog. I am going to Wawa, which is, if you're not familiar or not from the East Coast, Wawa is a 7-Eleven type convenience store. We also have Sheetz. There's a big war between Wawa and Sheetz. You're either Sheetz or Wawa. Okay, I like things at Sheetz, but Wawa's my favorite. Let's just end the thing right there in case you're wondering where I stand on it, if you're from this area. Anyway, Wawa is life. I love the Wawa. Hashtag Wawa life. Basically, they have great coffee. Okay, that's my favorite thing about it. They have a lot of good snacks and food. Their food is like super, like insanely good, like high quality for a convenience store. And it's an all open kitchen and you can just watch them make everything. Kind of like you get sandwiches and stuff there and it's like going to Subway, you know, you just, everything is open. You can see them doing everything. But their beverages are life. They call it Siptopia. They do this thing called Siptopia, and it's Siptopia. I could go on. See, now look, I've just derailed this into let's talk about Wawa the whole drive down. Anyway, so I've been getting up at like crazy hours of the morning, right? At like 3:14, 3:15. And sorry, I'm a little sniffly. I did take my allergy medicine. Okay, so I'm just all over the place because I've been up since 3:15 in the morning and it is now 4:54. I didn't want to be a complete wacko and go to Wawa at 3:30 in the morning. And you know what's weird? I just realized something. Let's wait. Okay, deer, that's Girl. She comes to my yard. That's Girl. I know that deer. Girl knows cars, okay? She doesn't run across the road and she watches cars. I've watched her watch cars and watch them go, and then she looks both ways and she crosses. She's a smart deer. Anyway, I just saw her. So I was saying I'm in the Jeep, so I'm not going to be looking at the camera a lot because I live in a very wooded, rural area. There's no traffic lights between me and the Wawa. That's how rural it is. It's like I'm driving down all these little country curvy back roads down the mountain, and I will end up at Wawa, which is awesome. So where was I going with this? And then I was saying about the time, and then I was like, let's take a detour to, I don't know, the deer distracted me. Holy crap, I'm all over the place. Oh, I was saying, so the detour is, I was going to say, well, I didn't want to go to Wawa at 3:30 in the morning because I didn't want to get pulled over and some cop would think I was drunk and going to Wawa at 3:30 in the morning. And then I realized ever since the whole like pandemic thing started and all the bars close early and then they all started closing at like 11, did anybody's bars ever reopen and start staying open until 2? Because they sure as hell don't around here. It's like they made that a permanent freaking thing here. Every bar here closes at like 11 or something. I mean, it's ridiculous. It's 2 years later. I think they went, well, this is just a thing now. And I mean, I'm not a big drinker or partier. I don't need to be. I'm in bed at like 8:39 at night, okay? But then I also get up at like 3 in the morning. So I keep odd hours. Let's just put it that way. I keep odd hours. What movie? We keep odd hours. Name the movie if you know it. It's a horror movie. It's one of my all-time favorites. We keep odd hours. I'll even give you a hint. The character who said it was Severin, and I had the biggest crush on Severin when that movie came out. I wanted to marry him. I was in love with him. If you know the movie, comment below. Maybe I'll send you something. It's a pop-up trivia challenge. Now everybody's going to Google that, and whoever Googles it fastest will get it. But anyway, if you know it without Googling it, mention that you did not Google it. Be honest. Be honest. Oh my God, there's like 4 cars behind me now. What the hell? So I was saying, like, it's like they conditioned us to, like, oh, bars don't stay open late anymore. And I don't know what it, like, they just don't stay open late anymore here. It's like, what just happened? Like, everything closes early now everywhere. And, like, nobody ever went back to, like, they're like, oh, life's getting back to normal. Well, if you're a night owl like me, or a morning owl, now I'm turning into a morning owl, a lot of times I go to bed at like 8:30 or 9, and then I'll get up at like midnight or 1, and then I'll sleep again for a little bit, and then I'll get up at like 3 or 4, right? I keep out hours. So if you're looking for a coffee or something to eat, or you want to say, Jeremy's coming in tomorrow, so I'm very excited. I think that's another reason I've been getting up every night in the middle of the night. I'm getting excited. I'm like finding it hard to sleep because I'm excited Jeremy's coming out. We always have such a good time. Miss my friends in Michigan, so every time they come out here, and I'm going out there in September and October. And unfortunately, I'm going to Detroit in September and October, and I won't even see Jamie because I am going to Detroit to dog sit and house sit for Jamie. And yes, he's actually paying me to come stay at his house in September and October because he needs someone to stay with his house and his dogs who know his dogs. Long story. You're like, he's 500 miles away. Oh, sorry, hiccup. And he can't find anyone? No. Not for the amount of time he's gone and to really be there and everything. And he's moving. It's a long story. Anyway, it's a long story. So he's hiring me. The bad thing about that is I'm finally going back to Michigan, and my bestie's not going to be there because he's going to be away both of the times I go in. So I'll get to stay at his house with his dogs, but I won't see him, which kind of sucks. And I was almost trying to figure out if there was a way that I could stay an extra day after he comes home so that I could at least see him for a day. But then time will fly, and it will be Christmas, and they will be coming out for the post-holiday traditional celebration, which we've been doing. It'll be year 13. It's a tradition with me and Jamie and Jeremy. And after they're done doing all their holiday stuff and Jamie's done doing all his holiday stuff, usually the 27th or 28th, they come out to my place and we do second Christmas, like the 27th or 28th, and they usually stay until New Year's or, New Year's Day or the 2nd, because then Jamie always has to go back to work and blah, blah, blah. So, wow, this vlog is all over the freaking place, isn't it? I've talked about 50 things. So yeah, bars. Now you know why I can't sleep at night. This is my brain at 5 in the morning. Imagine what it's like. My brain is like a friggin' hamster wheel. And it's funny because I don't have ADHD or anything like that. I know a lot of people are like, I have it, I got diagnosed. No, I'm a busy person. I do a lot of things. I have a lot of thoughts, but it's organized chaos, if that makes sense. It's very organized chaos in my brain. It's not out of my control. It's not disorganized. I don't feel like I have a lack of control over it. And if you get it, you get it. Like, my husband always says, you told 4 stories or 5 stories in the one story you were trying to tell. I'm like, yeah, but if you follow it, it's a linear thing and it makes sense, right? And I think this is a woman thing too. I'm sorry, guys, but I think it might be a woman thing where we start at one point. We tell all these little, okay, there are branches to the reality of that story. Okay, we're having variants, and it's branching off, but then it comes back to the main timeline, right? That's how I tell stories. And if you've watched me for a while, you'll kind of know that. So I kind of come around to the whole thing. Coming around to me not wanting to go to Wawa at 3 in the morning because I don't want a cop to think I'm like drunk and going to get like drunk food and coffee. But They couldn't do that because nothing is open here that late. See how I brought that all around, and now I just told you a stupid story in 10 minutes and I'm almost to Wawa. The other thing I love about this time of day is no one is out, except for those 4 cars behind me. Poor bastards probably driving into New York City to go to work. I love how quiet it is. I was at like 3:30, I was standing out on my deck just looking at the stars and the moon, and it's a waning moon now because it was the full moon last week, and the moon is still so bright. And ever since we redid the yard and took so many of the trees out and opened it up, it's great for sky watching. My husband actually wants to get a telescope and start, something ran across the road. He wants to start sky watching and looking at stars and planets and all that. He's always loved that, but now that it's kind of opened up, he's going to do it. So I decided, since I couldn't sleep, I did that thing where the last 2 nights I've done this, where I wake up at like 3:15, and if I can fall back asleep, great. And if I can't, within like 15-20 minutes, I'm like, screw it, I'm getting up, right? So I did the whole screw it, I'm getting up thing this morning, because I have so much to do before Jeremy comes tomorrow morning. I have a ton of stuff to do. And today at 10:30, I'm grooming dogs again. I groomed dogs yesterday. I'm grooming dogs today. So you can tell I'm at Wawa. I have light. So I also have to record a bunch of content and schedule a bunch of things and edit some stuff. So here I am. And I also did not get to the grocery store yesterday. I've been making my husband lunches every day. I love doing that. Where he works, there's nowhere convenient for him to go and get food. And a lot of times he can't even get out of his office to go get food. So I make him lunches, which is really cool because we're both trying to lose weight. Oh my God. My grooming client yesterday who came by hasn't seen me in like 6 or 7 weeks. And one of the first things she said was, oh my God, you've lost so much weight. I mean, I can tell in my videos and when I do my makeup, like, you remember those little paunchies I had right here? Look, they're almost gone. There's a little, see this? That'll be gone soon, guys. Okay, I'm at Wawa. I'm going to go get food and beverages. I'm going to surprise my husband. Don't worry, he will be home this time. I know some of you watched the video where I said epic fail. I came to Wawa to surprise my husband with breakfast and coffee. I pulled in the driveway and he was already gone. And I'm like, wah, wah. And I called him. I'm like, where are you? And he's like, I just left. And I'm like, I brought you food and coffee. So this time I wasn't playing around. It's 5:04 and I know he's not getting up this early. So I'm going in and I'm going to get home before he leaves. I'll be right back. I have acquired breakfast and lunch for my hubby. And now I'm putting gas in my Jeep because I have to get Jeremy early tomorrow. And I do not want to be rushing. So I have to get him early. It's like an hour drive. So I'm going to get gas now. Productive day. Getting gas. I should probably put my straw in my drink, and this sandwich is gonna slide everywhere. Okay, so I'm gonna show you what I got him for lunch because it's so good and you have to appreciate this. Cheese panini. Okay, this, I can smell it. So I get a cheese panini for him with provolone, Swiss and cheddar, garlic aioli sauce, and pickles. Let me tell you, best sandwich. He loves those. It's my personal invention. The cheese panini and add garlic aioli and pickles. It's awesome. So let's go beverages while I'm getting gas. So I got him a cappuccino. Is this his or mine? Yeah, this is his. I got him a regular cappuccino. I got a buttery caramel latte. But I got a hot latte this morning because it is actually kind of chilly out, believe it or not, here. It's been in the 50s at night. Isn't that crazy? And then I got my traditional huge, like 32, 54, whatever ounce, iced dulce de leche, iced latte, cold latte for later, which I'm going to need. We'll go over what I'm doing all day. It'll blow your mind. I have a list of things that most people would do in 2 weeks that I'm trying to do by tomorrow. Okay, let me finish putting this gas in my car. It's probably going to be done. It's probably going to be excessive. Yep, click. I'll be right back. Okay, am I the only one who every time you put gas in your car, you want to cry? Yeah. $64.66. I'm going to put this one... My husband freaks out. He's like, how can you come home with like 4 beverages? Because I have 2 cup holders in the back, cause Rubicon. His truck only has 2 cup holders. Mine has 4. My Jeep has 4. Ha ha ha. Okay, so, it is now, so things I have learned over the past 48 hours. So let's talk about this waking up at 3:15 in the morning thing. Did you know this is actually a phenomenon? Phenomenon. That's not what it is. It's phenomenon. I'm being a weirdo because it's not even sunrise yet, and I'm up. The sun's starting to come up, and it's going to be very pretty sunrise today. Taco Bell, you open yet? No. Look, this is, speaking of hours, right? It's 5:21. The McDonald's right here isn't even open yet. They used to be open at like 4:30 or 5 in the morning pre-pandemic. Now, 5:21, they're not open. But the cool thing about Wawa, again, showing my Wawa love, right? They had all the lunches, the breakfast and the lunch menu. So I got my hubby a toasted plain bagel with a little bit of light cream cheese. I got him a cappuccino. I got him a half and half, a Wawa half and half, which is it's an Arnold Palmer, if you know what that is. It's the half iced tea, half lemonade thing. And what else did I get him? I got him an old-fashioned donut, and he's going to be like, I don't want to eat it, because we're trying to lose weight. But I'm anticipating he's going to have a day where he's going to need a donut. The beginning of the week is, well, let's be fair, the whole week is a mess for him at work every week lately. But I anticipate his stress level will be a donut level today. So I got him a donut. If he wants to eat it, cool. Maybe he'll eat half of it. But it's there. He has an emergency donut in case he just has one of those days where he's like, I need a donut. Because he came home last night with ice cream, and he never does that. So I'm like, okay, you know what? I'm not going to judge. He's been losing weight. I've been losing weight. We're doing really well. We worked our butts off in the yard all weekend. We're both feeling really good. We're both losing weight. So we do have you have to allow yourself. You can't just work and work and work and not treat yourself. That's how you become miserable, and that's how you fall off the wagon easily. Anyway, after that tangent, things I learned. So one thing was, what is the definition of twilight? And I guess it's like an hour before sunrise and an hour, or is it after? I was looking up the difference between dusk and twilight and sunset. Now, I wasn't really looking it up. Okay, what happened was I was looking yesterday what time is sunset and sunrise. And then you know how the Google thing asks like other questions you can ask. And it's like, what is the definition of twilight? What is the definition of dusk? What is dusk everybody pretty much knows. But I guess twilight is like, what is it? The hour after sunset. I think, if I'm getting this right, I might be getting that wrong, don't quote me. But I do know it's the hour before sunrise, apparently. So it's twilight and then sunrise, I guess. I don't know. I was like tired when I was reading that too. These are the things I read at 3 in the morning when I get up and I can't sleep and I'm trying to fall back asleep, so I read stuff. The other thing I learned was it popped up, and I think it was because I swear Google, the AI in the Google algorithm is getting so smart now, it's freaking frightening. I was up at 3:15 in the morning, right? And I'm Googling what time is sunrise. And then it says other things you can ask. Why do people wake up at 3 a.m.? Why do people wake up at 3:15 a.m.? Why do people wake up at 3:30 a.m.? Why is it so common to wake up at 3 something in the morning? And I guess what it is at that time of the morning, and again, don't quote me because I just read a couple little articles and I was skimming them at 3 in the morning. But I guess the cortisol levels in your body and all your hormones are kicking in to prepare to wake you up for your day. So at 3 in the morning, a lot of people, if you're an anxiety prone person at 3 in the morning, your anxiety is almost, even though you're sleeping, it can be at like a peak, because not only do you have your normal anxiety, but your body is kicking in hormones to get your body and your brain and everything to get moving in the morning to wake up. So I forgot what it was besides cortisol that like kicks in your body, but they just said like different hormones and things happen in your body to start to go, hey, we're going to be waking up soon, you know? So it's like your brain, the little brew button goes on for the coffee pot, and you know how you're still asleep and you smell the coffee, but you're still asleep. And well, I do, because I program my coffee, so it'll program and be there when I get up. But you know, you're like sleeping, but you can kind of still smell it. That's what your brain is doing. Your brain's like, okay, I know you're sleeping, but we're brewing, we're waking you up. But I guess certain things can, you know, if you're more anxious, or if you're more something, anxious in a good way or a bad way, I guess, or stressed or whatever, 3 in the morning is like this magical hour where you're kind of like more stressed and anxious than usual or something, because all that stuff's happening in your body. Now, I don't know, that's weird, because why would it say it starts that early? Maybe it's because, you know, historically or prehistorically, whatever, our ancestors were all rising with the sun, you know, before. It must be something in our bodies, like you're programmed to rise with the sun. I know a lot of us aren't. I'm programmed to rise with the moon, and there's like night owls, and there's people who are anomalies and whatever. But I think in general, you know, mankind, people would rise with the sun, and before, you know, pre-technology, alarm clocks, all that. And I'm talking like, you know, prehistoric or even pre-turn of the century, Victorian era, whatever. You know, the sun was like a thing. You know, you wake up in the morning with the sun, and people, you know, before there was electricity, you weren't really out after dark because it was pretty dangerous. There was no electricity, you know, so it's a thing where the circadian rhythm was like, I think probably a little bit different. So I don't know, but I had been reading, another thing I read about was this thing where they had this theory of, a lot of articles came out. I can't remember what it's called. I'll have to look it up and like talk about it in a different video. Maybe I'll talk about it with Jeremy. That might be fun. But there's this thing where they say people used to do this thing where, kind of almost what I'm doing, where they would go to bed really early. They would eat, they would go to bed really early. Then they would wake up around midnight. And from like, you know, 12 to 3, they would wake up, they would read, they would talk, they would have family time, they would have a little snack. They would do things, and then from like 3 to 6, they would go to sleep again, or 3 to whenever sunrise was, 2 or 3 to sunrise, they would go to sleep again, and then they would wake up and have their day. And they said, these scientists were saying, oh, it's called, God, crap, I can't believe I forgot what it's called. If you know what I'm talking about, you know, say something in the comments. But there's been a whole bunch of articles about it. It's by something... sleep by like twice, BI, but it's like a sleep pattern where you essentially go to sleep twice at night instead of once. You go to sleep, it's like you have a 3 or 4 hour nap, and then you wake up, and then you go back to sleep again, and then you wake up and have your day. And now there were scientists who were theorizing that's how man was meant to be. That's better for our bodies. It's more natural. I think a lot of people could not deal with that, because I know so many people who are like, I need 6 to 8 hours of sleep or I'm going to die. Me personally, if I sleep 6 to 8 hours, I feel like I'm drunk and hungover. I feel like I have a hangover, and ears popping. Every time in my videos, you can tell I'm going up my mountain, my ears pop. Oh. It's so weird to live somewhere where my ears pop driving home. I just got to tell you, I've been here 13 years this October, and it's still weird. It's like, they still do it. I don't notice it when I'm home. Like, it's not like my ears are popped when I'm home. Oh my God, the sunrise is going to be so pretty. My nose is itchy. Sorry, I'm not picking my nose. It's just itchy. Sunrise is going to be so pretty. When I get home, as a little post video, I'll probably post a little video of the sunrise and maybe some photos or something of the sunrise through the new yard. I know everybody wants to see the yard. So what I was saying I was going to talk about, what I was going to do today. God, I'm like I already had a cup of coffee, and I'm going to go home and have a protein shake. One of the ways I'm losing weight is every morning I start my day with a protein shake, and I usually end my day with a protein shake because I found one that I absolutely love. It's Aloha cold brew coffee. Thank you, Sarah. And I bought like 3 or 4 cases of it, and I'm kind of obsessed with it. And I was freaking out because last night I went on the website and it's sold out. And I think it's sold out because they had a recall, so now it's all, ooh, cool sunrise. It's like pink. Ooh. They had a recall, and I mentioned it in another video that I had bought like 4 cases way before the recall, so I'm fine. And I'm so glad now that I got those 4 cases. I got them, I think 4th of July is when I got them because they had a 4th of July sale. So what I do is I wait until they have a sale and I stock up on it because it's expensive. So what I'm going to do is hopefully Labor Day they will have a sale again, and hopefully they won't be sold out. But if they do a Labor Day sale, I'm going to be getting on their site and buying like another 4 cases. It's pricey, but I love it and it's awesome. So I usually start my day like that. And if I'm craving something at night, I try to have a protein shake because the only thing is it has coffee in it. So at night I try not to drink them too late. But today, I need to record videos, I need to edit, I need to upload, I need to do some work in my yard. That's what I'm doing. As soon as the sun's up, I'm going to go work in the yard because it's cool. And then at 10:30 today, I'm grooming dogs, and that will be most of the day. And then this evening, I'm going to probably be recording again and editing and uploading and trying not to stay up too late. I'm probably going to do the same thing where I'll go to bed early. Oh shit, I got to go to the post office today. I got to do that sometime before I groom dogs. So I got to squeeze in a post office run, check my P.O. box. Jane, hi if you're watching. I don't know if Jane's package is at my P.O. box yet, but last week Jane Wilkes, who is a dear online friend now, I'm so glad we found each other. She sent me a gift, sent me some friend mail, so I'm really excited to go see if it's there. And I have one thing to mail out to my husband's cousin, Lee. I got him a little gift. I just saw something online he would like. Showed it to my husband. He's like, oh, we should get that for Lee. So I ordered it. It's just a G Fuel thing. It's a gamer thing. So I got something for Lee, so I have to mail that out. But yeah, I want to do some recording before Jeremy gets here because I got my Boxy Premium. So I peeked at it and I was like, meh. There's a couple of things that might be okay in there, but I don't know. So yeah, I'm backing into my driveway here, and I don't want to hit my garage door or my husband's truck. All right, so I'm going to get in and get this food going, and I will try to drop in a little bit of sunrise so you can see it because it's really going to be pretty. Oh, let me get my drink out of the back. So thank you for the riding along with me to Wawa and my frenetic, crazy, chaotic chat in the Jeep. And everybody's probably still sleeping in the world, but I am up. It is 5:33. I'm going to get to work. I will see you for a video tonight. Come back tonight. And tomorrow, I think I'm posting. My husband and I went Halloween shopping at Michael's already. And I spent way too much money on not a lot of stuff. Jeremy and I are going to be going out Halloween shopping and doing all kinds of fun stuff. So the next week is going to be really fun. Jeremy and I are going to do some lives. I will get those scheduled as soon as I can because I want to give people we might just do on Saturday night, but I know Jeremy wants to go out. So if we do on Saturday night, it might be late. And we also are going to try to have some bonfires in the yard. So if I can, I can record bonfires in the yard, but I can't do a live because I don't think my internet signal is going to be enough. This is how nerdy and geeky me and my husband are. We're putting a router in the shed, a new router in the shed, a Wi-Fi hotspot. Like we're putting a Wi-Fi thingy out there, way out, because we have like an acre of land. There's going to be one out there so that when we're at the bonfire, we all have a full Wi-Fi signal because we're nerds. But we haven't done that yet. He has to set that up. So I won't have enough Wi-Fi, I don't think, to do a live from the bonfire, but I can film. I can take my camera out and film, so we might do that. Whew. I mean, I could throw some Instagram things up and everything. We might, yeah, I can throw up. I usually video and throw up shorts and things when we do bonfires. So anyway, lots going on. I am so excited for tomorrow. And look up that thing about why do people wake up at like 3:15 or 3 in the morning. It's kind of interesting. I didn't even realize that until it just popped up, and I was like, holy crap, I never knew that. I was this many days old when I learned about the waking up at 3 in the morning thing. All right, I will see you in the next video, and thanks for watching and riding along to get breakfast, lunch, and coffees with me. And I will see you next time. Bye for now. Oh my God, I forgot to say thank you for 700 subs, you guys. I woke up Sunday morning and I was like, ah! And now I'm like 701. It goes up and down. So I'm always like 700, and then it was like 699. Then it was 700, and then it was 699. Then it was 700, then it was 701. And I'm like, it might stay. Please stay. YouTube, don't unsubscribe anyone, stay. So I'm waiting until Jeremy gets here because I want to do my 700 sub giveaway with Jeremy. But I will have the 600 one going up this week, and the 666 and the 700. So I'm doing all three of them this week. That way next week when Jeremy goes home, or one of the days, I'll have him help draw a winner, and then it'll be when he goes home, I'll be drawing winners. And also this Saturday, the Love the Skin You're In collab is going to be going up. I have to get my, oh my God, I didn't get my ad up yet. But it's a 7-channel collab. It's our typical monthly collab with our unboxers on YouTube. And we are all sharing our skincare routines and doing giveaways across the 7 channels. And I have some good stuff to give away. You know, I have the bougie shit on my channel with the skincare. Mine is going to be like, it's going to probably be like a $200 skincare giveaway. So you don't want to miss that this Saturday. That's going to be going up at noon. And it is going to be like big skincare giveaway. Good stuff, good stuff, good stuff. I mean, the mask alone, I think is like $60 or $64 or something like that at Ulta. So you don't want to miss it. Not going to tell you what it is. Not going to tell you. You have to come back Saturday. Okay, now I'm going to go. Okay, bye. So this is apparently what they call, I said bye and then now I'm back. This is apparently what they call twilight because it's not sunrise yet. Sorry, there's a light on the side of my house, so we have rooster sign. So I'm gonna walk around the back. Let me turn around. So this is twilight. The sun is not up yet. It doesn't rise until about 6:15. My yard lights are still on. Hear the ducks? And the roosters, they are right back there. Anyway, twilight in my yard. Okay, I'm going in. I'll try to grab some pictures of the sunrise and put them in right here at the end if you've watched this long. Thanks for watching.